Second summer that I spent in Squamish, I was sort of running out of really hard things to do, and I remember talking with some people about some potential hard climbs that were steep and overhanging, and I caught wind of, well, I guess my buddy Dave told me about the Cobra Crack and how it had yet seen a free ascent. Told me where it was, where I could find it, and yeah, just through word of mouth, I guess. It was just sort of, even back then, you know, 4 years ago, it was already had a bit of hype. It was already kind of this mysterious climb that, you know, few people have seen, but everyone kind of knew about it. So it kind of sparked my interest, you know. I've probably tried the route now somewhere between 30 and 40 tries. When I first started going up there, I was going by myself. It's kind of just one of those things where I really enjoyed climbing sort of solo, you know. I really enjoyed going the hike up there and throwing down a rope and just spending sort of the afternoon up there by myself and just sort of dialing in the moves and just rope soloing the route, you know. I found it really hard to try to convince somebody to hike all that way and spend the afternoon with me on something that, you know, wasn't even, we didn't even know if it was going to go. So I thought it was easier to go up by myself. And then last summer, DDA was going up quite a bit, and so I started making plans to go up with him and a couple of other friends, and slowly people have started to get interested in it. A lot of my friends want to come see it and that kind of thing, and so I guess a variety of people have been helping me out on it. Cobra Crack inspires me, I guess, for the same reason that it would inspire anybody. You know, it's just very aesthetic. It's perfect in every way. It's got a lot of different kinds of climbing, some dihedral stemming, some slab climbing, into a beautiful sweeping overhang. And just when you look at it from the trail and you stare up at it, you're like, oh my God, it's perfect. As far as having Canadians support me on it, yeah, a lot of my friends who were involved in the route, they got really psyched, you know, when they knew I was getting close, and they'd come up just to watch sometimes. And I remember being like on the trail, hiking up by myself one day with a backpack, and you know, I remember seeing people that I've never even met before, and they'd be like, "Hey, are you going up to try Cobra Crack?" And it started to develop this sort of, I don't know, this mythical, I don't know, storyline, you know, and people started to get really interested, and you know, everyone was wishing me luck. So, yeah, I guess when I started to get really close on it, it felt great, you know, and it was just a matter of time before, you know, it clicked. And you know, the time I did it, just like anything, it felt, you know, it felt easy almost, you know. A few days before I did the route, I remember my linkage was getting really long. I was one hanging it maybe 2 or 3 times on lead now, and I remember one hanging it in really bad conditions. And I knew that once I did that, as long as there was a good day and a good weather and a good breeze and it was dry, I think I had a really good shot to do it. I felt really confident. I was feeling really strong, and yeah, it was just a matter of everything coming together for that day. You know, I didn't know whether I was going to do it that day or the next day or the next day, but I did know that I was going to do it. I was not afraid of it. My sequence won't work for everyone, and that's just the way it goes on this route. You know, it's going to feel different for everybody. You break the route down into sections where you know you can handle it, and then you build it back up and start to link those sections together, and you train for it, and you think about it all the time, and then finally when you clip the chains, you know, it is a terrific feeling. But I think what I love most is the process. And clipping the chains just means that the process is over. So it's, I mean, it's kind of a catch-22 in a way. Take. Oh, fuck. The only thing that separated success from failure was getting that last right hand just before the crux. And if I didn't get it perfectly, the way I had to get it in order to do it, then I would fall off. There was no gray area. There was no try harder. It was just either do it or don't do it. So, you know, with that being said, it was just a matter of time before I got it just perfect. Got.
Yep, give her. Get on. Good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome, Sonny. Okay, go for it, man. Come on, push it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, dude. Come on. Awesome. Yeah. So solid. Come on. Right on. Come on. So good. Come on. Yeah, come on. Nice, Sonny. Yeah, boy. Woo.
Yeah! Holy shit!
Yeah!
Fuck. That felt so good. As far as the quality of the stone, I'd say it's the best route I've ever climbed on in my life. You know, hands down. It's definitely the most aesthetic climb. It's definitely the best stone I've ever climbed on. So, I mean, it's hard to compare anything to the Cobra Crack. There's nothing in the world like it. There's nothing in the world that looks like it, that climbs like it. It's really unique, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, of what a classic, timeless route is, I believe that that belongs in that category. You know? Like the first ascent, really, I mean, I think anyone will tell you that that's not their number one goal. You know, when they find a line or a route that they want to do, I think most climbers will tell you that it's really not. It's not the single thing that motivates them to do it. What motivates them to do it is the line itself. So, for me, it didn't matter if it was the first ascent, 10th ascent, or 100th ascent. That didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was making a connection with that route, and it's basically just a relationship between a climb and a climber. And you know, so I'm pretty psyched that that it's there for me to do. You know, and it's there for everyone to do. It's a good day.